Here at the Ministry of Finance's auditorium, the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries and Forestry is hosting the 2026 Development Partners Harmonization meeting. And so the high-level meeting brings together key government institutions such as the ministry itself, as well as the Secretary of States, alongside co-chairs from the Embassy of Japan, as well as the Embassy of the United States, together with ambassadors, development partners, and representatives from the United Nations, namely the World Food Program, as well as the Food and Agriculture Organization. In his remarks, the minister highlighted the increase in percentage of the aquaculture in Timor-Leste, as well as the valuable insights of Timor-Leste's involvement in WTO as well as ASEAN. And the minister encourages that through this meeting that all development partners, as well as the parts of the government, should maximize collectively its efforts through the cooperation of all entities. The recent positive feedbacks from the municipalities in regards to the distribution of the equipments. Take a look.
Agriculture, as we all know, as mentioned by Excellencies, Ambassador of Japan and US, that agriculture remains the backbone of our rural economy, supporting the livelihoods of the majority of our population. Increasing productivity, strengthening value chains, and promoting climate resilient practices are essential priorities. In livestock, improving animal health services and production system will enhance rural incomes. In fisheries, sustainable fisheries management and aquaculture development through improved basic infrastructures and facilities offer strong potential for growth and nutrition. In forestry, protecting biodiversity and ensuring sustainable use of natural resources remain fundamental to our environmental and economic future. Excellencies, distinguished participants, since the restoration of our independence, we have made steady progress across several sectors, including agriculture, livestock, fisheries, and forestry. We have increased the productivity and production of our principal crops, rice and maize, while vegetable production has also grown significantly. This is evidenced by the fact that imported vegetables on supermarket shelves have now largely been replaced by domestically produced goods. Fish consumption has also risen from 6.1 kilogram per capita per year in 2012 to 8.7 kilogram in 2025, reflecting the important role of the fisheries sector, including contribution from aquaculture production. However, we continue to face significant challenges, including poverty, food insecurity, climate change, and global economic uncertainty. Addressing these challenges requires not only adequate resources, but also strong coordination and alignment among all the stakeholders. Timor-Leste is at a critical juncture in deepening its integration into the regional and global economy, including through membership in the WTO and ASEAN. Membership in this organization presents valuable opportunities for economic diversification and private sector-led growth. However, it also requires a stronger institutional coordination, particularly in the agriculture and fisheries sectors, which have been identified as national priorities. Such coordination is essential to ensure our readiness to fully seize the benefits of increased market access and deeper regional integration. In this context, we deeply value the continued support of our development partners. Your contribution, technical, financial, and strategic, have been essential to our progress. At the same time, as the number and scale of interventions grow, the importance of strong coordination with MALFF becomes increasingly critical. Excellencies, distinguished participants, allow me to highlight this clearly. The government expects that all activities in the agriculture, livestock, fisheries and forestry sectors, especially those implemented at the municipal level, are fully coordinated with MALFF, both at national and subnational level. This is essential to ensure alignment with national policies, avoid duplication, and maintain clarity among institutions and communities.
And also present are major international partners such as JICA, the Asian Development Bank or ADB, the World Bank, and the European Union, among others.
Happy and honored to co-host this very important harmonization meeting today together with US the partners. And yes, I so much expect to the very successful meeting today because agriculture, forestry, livestock, and fisheries are very important sectors, particularly at the time of the accession of the ASEAN of the Timor-Leste. So I hope that based on this today's discussions, the Minister of the Agriculture, guided by the leadership of the Minister Da Cruz, the work harder to develop the Timor-Leste, and I'm very looking forward to hearing the very lively discussion today. Thank you.
Mr. Ambassador, if you could clarify the support that Japan has given in 2025 to the Ministry of Agriculture.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I will get back to the concrete number of the support, but we are various kind of the cooperation with Timor-Leste from the fisheries and the small agricultures and the food the support and the rural places the support for the agriculture. There are a lot of things, so I cannot count it a quite concrete number. Maybe I get back later.
I'll just say I'm really excited to be here and listening to what the development partners have put together. Also here as a co-chair and with all of the support post-ASEAN session that we can provide. We're still looking into what is needed and then working with implementing partners, development partners to help support where we can. Thank you.
And so in today's meeting, it will focus on reviewing progress and coordination since September of 2025, identifying priority areas for 2027, and also strengthening support for Timor-Leste's post-ASEAN accession process. The meeting highlights the government's continued efforts to align priorities, enhance cooperation, and deepen partnership across the agriculture, fisheries, livestock, and as well as the sectors of forestry.